So we just parked the Jeep on the side of the road, and now we're just gonna walk that last stretch. We just want to make sure that it's feasible. So far it's been good, but this is really steep and really soft, so better be safe than sorry. So the GoPro doesn't do it really justice, but this part is really soft.
I think it should be okay though.
So that's the last part of the track. So it's very handy. That will give us lots of traction. So we're just checking as well if we can see some metal parts so that we can remove them so that they don't get into the tire. But yeah, that looks like a pretty fun track and the views are amazing. I'll take you from the back on this one so that I can see the water in the background.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go.
Roger that. Okay, so just pulled up in our spot for the night. How good is this? Perfect access to some spearfishing, yes. Stoked with that. Shouldn't be too hard to get back up. Wasn't too soft, it was fine.
So we just found a freshwater spring. So Chris just dug a hole, and now we're just collecting the water, put on a bucket, and that will be the water we use for dishes. We just clean as well our feet in there. So it's really handy when you are close to a beach to find some fresh water. So we don't drink very often, but we found some leftovers vodka for some reason that we've been keeping since the beginning of our trip. So we don't have much to do a cocktail, but we have some soda water that Chris swears by. We've got some ginger cordial and some lime juice. So we just add one actually, and it tasted very good. So we're just gonna finish it, and yeah.
What a great story. So we're just gonna finish it, and yeah.
How do you know what to say yet? Come and join me, and I'm gonna make it. So I'm already a little bit tipsy, so I'll make sure to pour that equally to the 2 glass. I'll put a little bit more for Chris.
Oh, don't put a little bit more for me. Where's my one? Oh, is that it? Oh yeah, so there wasn't that much.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah? You happy with that?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Happy with that. Then we put ginger cordial. What are you doing, man? What are you doing on my video?
Oh, I'm in the video, am I? Sorry, I didn't realise.
And then we put some lime juice. And the soda water.
pretty patchy day. Lots of cloud, and then when the cloud goes away, it's actually really nice and warm. Still a little bit of a northerly wind, and looks like it's going to change easterly, which will work better for this little spot. So visibility might not be flash with how much cloud there is, but I'll see what's going on underwater. Not sure if you'll be able to see in the footage, but just swam with a big blue groper, which was cool. But I couldn't quite see where he went to his hidey hole. So I don't know where he'll be for tomorrow, or if I go back in later today. But I'll still have a crack and try and find him. So I shot a leather jacket for lunch. Pretty decent size one. Called a leather jacket because they don't have scales. They have this strange leathery textured skin. Bizarre fish. But they taste very good.
So we've decided to stay another night here. As you can see, there's no clouds in the sky. It's going to be a glorious day today. We changed the car location yesterday here because it's a bit more sheltered. It's surprisingly windy here. So this is where we just had coffee, facing the ocean.
So what you've got here is called a Portuguese man-of-war, one of the little floating nasties that we get in Australia and around New Zealand. Now, it's not actually a jellyfish, it's actually a group of organisms that work together to form one single unit. The little bubble here, which is the sail and hence their name, actually attracts the wind, and that's how they move across the ocean. Their tentacles can be extremely long, up to 30 meters long. The dangerous thing about them is those tentacles can detach, and they can be floating around in the sea without you even being able to see that floating thing. They do sting very, very badly, and they can be incredibly painful. They are all over this beach. If it was a popular tourist beach, they would probably have shut it by now due to the amount of them. Luckily, I've now got a vest with a hood to go underneath my wetsuit, so I'm not too worried about them. They float these tentacles and they pick up little fish, little squid, things like that. They gradually pull them up. The group of organisms that deal with the manufacturing, the chewing down of that food. The other part of the organism is dedicated to creating gases for that little chamber there to catch the wind. And if they are under attack from something like a bird or a storm, they can deflate that bubble, and then they can submerge in the water, and then they can come back up again when it's safe and re-inflate that bubble again with gases.
Step up out the Rari and I pose like that I'm Ghost. The club is like the weatherman. Every corner nose is full of snow. Pills falling out the sky. I can feel my soul, yeah. Asking for my warmth, so sorry. Love, I be so cool, yeah. Every time I breathe, you can see the smoke. You don't wanna choke, so don't ask for smoke. Yeah, act like it's a joke. Your girl was a track I master with the totem poke, yeah. I could show you all the ways like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Take me to the moolah, slick, call me a ruler. Gotta respect the shooter, make sure that everybody knows. Take it to the moolah, slick, here's one for your medulla. Gotta respect the shooter, make sure that everybody knows. Say, you can find me looking up to the sky. Cross me, get cut like a ride. It's do or die, I want the pie. Say, just me and you think you can try. Your team know I'm the guy. You ain't the guy, head to the sky. You can find me looking up to the sky. Cross me, get cut like a ride. It's do or die, I want the pie. Say, just me and you think you can try. Your team
And lunch is served courtesy of Chris. Fresh fish from the sea and some rice with rosemary. And we set up the table right on the beach to make the most of it. So just about to make dinner. I've got some company. Just chilling around eating the leftovers, crumbs of the snack. So cute, Mr. Bandicoot.
That's easy. So we've just left the beach and finished off the forward drive track, and now we are heading back into town.
Yeah, so today is a bit cloudier, so we thought it's a good time to go back to town, do all our chores. Tomorrow looks like it's the last really nice day of weather, so we're gonna make the most of it again, explore, so that will be in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, and a special thank you to our patrons. That means a lot to us and it's really helpful. And of course, a huge thank you to all of you guys for watching. See you next time.